Ladies and gentlemen, so you guys are aware, Tales of Kenzera Zau, okay? If you need a little bit of context, I'll give you the context. But Tales of Kenzera Zau is the game that everybody on the particular, hardcore leftist, activist leftist, whatever you want to call it, because I got some leftists that watch my streams and they're like, don't lump us up with all of them. Well, tough shit, man, because you're not kicking those people out of your community, so you need to work harder. But I will do my best. I will do my best to separate it. Hardcore activist leftists, the psychopaths, not the regular ones, apparently were all shilling for this game, right? They were trying to tout this as the most amazing, successful, greatest thing ever. Even the creator, Abu Bakr Salim, right? I guess that's his name. Even the creator tried to say, and you remember, I reacted to his video. He tried to say that the boycott that was happening against Sweet Baby Inc. was not affecting his game in the slightest, that he was actually having a bunch of success. He was so happy with the amount of support that he was getting. And yeah, nobody believed him. Nobody believed him. I didn't believe him. You didn't believe him. Well, apparently, we have a headline, and it says Sweet Baby Inc. influenced Tales of Kenzera Zau. Developer begins laying off employees despite previously claiming that the boycott did not crush the game. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna try not to laugh during this because it's bittersweet. Like, is this is honestly, I don't know, like I don't want to say this is a win or anything. I just want to say that no amount of bullshit that these people can spew are going to ever hide them from the facts, the facts of life, right? So we already know that with money comes more jobs, with less money comes less jobs, right? So if something is deemed not as successful, then you got to imagine that they're probably going to have to start laying people off in order to try to keep the company afloat, right? They're going to try to have to figure out a way to work with less resources if they want to stay up, if they want to stay afloat. Well, apparently, they're firing people. This is the same company. This is the same studio that the main developer went on this entire DEI rant. Right? He went on this entire thing about how he just doesn't understand how people just look at games with black characters and think that they didn't earn it or whatever, like some shit like that. And that's just not the case, man. Sweet Baby Inc. is what people are boycotting currently. That's just what it is. If there is Sweet Baby Inc. involved in a video game, you can guarantee that a lot of people are not going to look the way of that game. That's just how it goes. And unfortunately, your particular game, while it's its own original story, and I give you credit for that, and I have in the past before. I'm not just saying that. I give him credit for making his own thing. At the end of the day, you decided to work with Sweet Baby Inc. for whatever reason on this game. You knew what was happening with it. You knew what was happening with the backlash and whatnot, and you still decided to move forward and work with them and continue to work with them because you have a past with them. Right. In case you guys are unaware, this guy has a past with Sweet Baby Inc. He was on that particular board of employees over at Sweet Baby Inc. in the past, and he ended up leaving SBI to go make this studio. So he was part of them, right? He was part of all of them. So at the end of the day, man, like I said, you made your own game. Great. You made your own story. Great. But unfortunately for you, it came out at a time where the person that you are partnering with is not exactly the most liked person on the internet. People don't want to support SBI in the slightest. That's just what it is. And you're basically collateral damage. I think that's probably the best way to explain it. You are collateral damage in the overarching story that is the culture war in gaming right now. So but I think this is amazing because, and the only reason why I think it's amazing, because you're going to have people out there being like, well, you shouldn't celebrate people losing their jobs. Yeah, sure, I shouldn't. You're absolutely right. But unfortunately, those people want me dead. So, like, I really don't care. I really don't care. You know for a fact these psycho wokies, half of them want you dead. The other half want to go after your funding sources. If you catch my drift, shout out to Smash JT. I'm sure he's in here. He'll catch the reference. But yeah, like they want us dead, right? So I really don't feel bad that they're losing their job, especially after they tried to lie about it, right? It's one thing to come out and say, "Hey, we did our best, we tried, but unfortunately, we're not as successful as we hoped, right? That's a grown-up response. That I would respect that response. This particular person, he came out and tried to say, "Oh, you guys are not doing anything. The boycott's not amounting to anything. The game is massively successful. It's got so much support, so much love going for it, blah blah blah." All right, well, looks like you lied. You lied through your fucking teeth. Smash JT says, "Oh, I understood that reference. I figured you would, my brother. I figured you would. Stop looking at Jim Sterling's titties, man. It's unfortunate." So let's read this a little bit and go into the story. We got Surgent Studios, a video game development company that developed Tales of Kenzera Zau with the help of consultancy Sweet Baby Inc. is now laying off employees, as initially reported by Minimal Effort, which I think that's pretty fucking hilarious that a news organization or whatever called Minimal Effort is the one reporting on Surgent Studios, which it's the DEI a DEI studio. So essentially, it is a minimal effort studio. I don't know. I find the irony in everything. Numerous Surgent Studios employees announced that they had been laid off on LinkedIn. Joe Philpott, a 3D environment artist, posted, "Unfortunately, I have been affected by the layoff at Surgent Studios. If you or anyone you know is looking for a 3D artist, 3D environment artist with 3 years of experience and multiple ship projects in games and VR, I would love to talk more." So essentially, they are stalking their LinkedIn's to find out that they all got laid off. Which again, imagine this. Look how weird LinkedIn is. Look at this. Affected by layoffs, like you're posting a celebration picture of you losing your job. It's man, these people fucking weird. Jordan Smee, a former technical artist at Surgeon Studios, also wrote, "Well, it looks like I'm joining all the people affected by industry layoffs this year, and now I'm seeking technical art and environment art positions. If anyone in my network is aware of any openings or can offer any guidance or help in getting me to my next steps, I would sincerely appreciate it." He added, "Looking to start ASCP or as close to that as possible." What do you notice so far? What do you notice so far about the first two guys who got fired? Let's look at the third one. Let's look at the third one. Pete Brisborn, a former level designer at Surgeon Studios, posted, "Hello, the chapter entitled Pete Works at Surgeon Studios is coming to a close at the end of the month." He added, "If you're looking for a remote game level content designer with technical Unreal and Unity experience who is quick to learn and whose favorite ice cream flavor is pineapple," oh, you're basically the devil at that point. "Then drop me a message. Thanks." What do you notice? What do you notice? Every single one of them are white men. You notice that? Even this one, Philip Smythe, who was a producer at Surgeon Studios, also announced he was being laid off. He wrote, "I'm another casualty of the Wild West industry that is a video game development. I am open to project management roles within tech and digital industries. Down to chat with any roles I can help fill." White guy. White guy. All four of them were white dudes. And there's more people. That's the thing. There's more people getting fired. These are the only four that they found that posted about it. So you got four people in decent positions, all of them white men who got fired. Really not too shocking, to be honest with you. Because in a studio based around DEI, the first ones that are gonna go are the white men. I'm just being real with you. Like that's why so many of them, and again, I have that conspiracy that so many of them are transing themselves because it's the only way they can save themselves from getting fired when eventually the axe comes for them, right?